they don't exist. Mm-hmm. Okay. Uh-oh, looks like YouTube's here. What's up, guys? Sure. Well, hello, folks. Welcome to IGN's little stream of Kingdom Come Deliverance. My name is Brendan Graber. I'm on the Wikis team. I'm writing the guide for this as we speak, but taking a break to show people what this game looks like when you've played for a while. I think I've totaled like 20 plus hours. So people have been asking for what's the world like outside of the tutorial zone? What's combat like? Where can you go? So let's just explore. Maybe I'll learn to read, sneak, kill people. And if you have any questions, comments, want to know more, I will do my best to try and educate and let you know what's going on. Currently I'm hungry. That's not a good sign. Let's see, my nourishment's 42. That's pretty bad. I am not writing the review, if people are wondering. That is TJ Hafer. He's a freelancer for us, and his review, he has an impressions already up on the site in progress. The full review will probably come up tomorrow or Friday, hopefully, if everything goes well. I'm just gonna have fun here. Let's see, let's eat some food. We have eggs. Everyone loves eggs.
God be with you.
God be with you, random stranger. People are so nice in this game.
Welcome, Henry.
Why is it unplayable on Xbox? I don't know, Luke. I'm not playing on Xbox. I'm playing on PC. Unfortunately, I can't help you there. I assume it's somewhat playable, and I know they're working on a patch, as well as that day one patch. Is it worth buying? That is going to be up to you. I can't tell you one way or the other. I'm enjoying my time so far. I'll tell you that much. There are things that I like, some things that I don't like, some things that I'm getting used to. Overall, I think I'm having a fun time. So currently, I'm in town of Rattay, however you say that, and I'm staying at a mill with this really grumpy miller dude. I'm level 6, got some good stats. I have some perk points. I haven't actually used my agility. I might want to level up a little bit more. When you level up in this game, you get a. It's kind of like Morrowind or Oblivion, where the more you do something, the better you get at it. So we have like alchemy, drinking. Yeah, those drinking skill. Herbalism, hunting. The more I do, the better I get. Can we compare with Skyrim? In a sense, you can compare with Skyrim. It's not as fantasy because there are no dragons. It's more based in reality to a certain degree. I have to keep track of my energy. I got to sleep every now and then. I got to eat. I got to wash myself if I'm dirty. I don't think I'm dirty. I'm not wearing clothes actually. Let's actually get dressed. I think if you go to sleep in this game with your clothes on, you wake up looking like crap. You got to wash yourself off. That looks good. Put on the riding boots. Here we go. Look at Henry. He looks so comfy. Can you chop off limbs? I've not been able to do that. I think that might
Welcome, Henry.
Right. I think that might be a little over-dramatic for this game. I don't think people... I mean, I didn't live in the Middle Ages, so I can't say for sure, but I think chopping off people's arms willy-nilly might not have been too realistic. This game actually counts what kind of armor you're using and where. So if I have a sword, my enemy has some leather armor, but like a metal gauntlet, he'll take less damage on that gauntlet from a sword slash compared to the leather. But if they got a mace, it deals more damage to plate armor. I did stab a lot of guys. Hopefully we'll be able to stab more. Our horse is easy to control, says Evan Blum. Horses are. If you just hold down the shift button right now, he's following the road. But I can't do a full gallop until I actually take over. And then you can actually do a full gallop that uses up your stamina. But otherwise, you just hold shift and they just do whatever they want. They'll follow the road pretty well. And if you whistle, they just turn behind you. So I'm going to sell a few things, and then we'll get started looking around. How do I get a dragon mount in this game? You may have to use mods. Otherwise, you're not going to find one. Oh, it's time we're already washed. Good health to you, townswoman. Yeah, watch myself. It's a medieval Sims. I would think of it as a medieval peasant survival simulator. You're not the hero, you're not the dragonborn, you're just a dude. And you start the game off pretty much terrible at everything. I'm actually illiterate. My skill rate for reading is 0. We got to change that probably during the stream. I'll learn how to read. In fact, let's wait a minute because no one's open right now. Is there romance in this game? Yes, I believe there is. I haven't found it yet, but I know there's an achievement for beating the game as a virgin. So the opposite must be true. I mean, that's good. I don't know how much romance there is, or if you can go to a brothel or just hook up with some sweetheart. There is some girl that that's in like where my hometown is, who's a pretty nice gal. So maybe she can be commenced in the wooing. How do books look when you can't read? That's a good question. Let's go check. I think there's actually a book here. We can learn some. Why is everyone closed? It's like, what, 9 in the morning? Oh, business people. I think this is the Alchemy lab. And in this game, when you brew potions, you have to go through the works. You have to go through all of these little, like, doohickeys, and you have to start by reading a book of recipes. So, if I try and read this, this says, a Savior Schnapschusch. Hoffers Dusnik is Abtisch Sal Savi is Agam. Yeah, I don't know how to read. But we can make some sense of this if you know what you're looking for. Like, I know the bottom two things are nettle and a belladonna plant. And you can try and follow the instructions as best you can. Like, this is the recipe for Savior Schnapps, which is one of the only 3 ways that you can save in this game manually. The other being when quests start or when you go to sleep at a bed you own. How many times have I died? Oh, man. I was fighting 2 bandits for about an hour, and I died like 6 times, I think. Combat can be pretty unforgiving, especially when you're low level and you don't know what you're doing, and they don't teach you the combat skills right away. But we can fix that. So let's do alchemy in a few seconds. I actually really want to sell stuff because I'm over encumbered and I'm moving slowly. I don't like that. Love my videos, thank you. Yeah, we'll decipher that. It's not okay. They open. Cool. What's up? See, the apothecary, he actually told me where I can learn to read. There's a dude up in a northern town who can tell me. And he'll also train me in alchemy. I want to sell him. So I have belladonna plants. I can make this thing. What else can I give you? Oh, that's stolen. I don't think he wants that. Oh, take these things. Kill the bandit for him. They're yours now. And that feather, and this rooster feather. Save your schnapps. I don't know what this game has about schnapps. They just love schnapps. Can you be atheist? You kind of play as a guy who's pretty religious. Henry is not a blank slate. He has his own people, his own internal things he's dealing with. He wants to avenge his parents. He actually doesn't like stealing, which we kind of get at odds with because I want to steal. And he's like, oh no, I'm too honorable for that. But whatever, dude. I'm going to haggle for some.
Let's have a word about the price.
You know.
Sure, why not?
Would you say 180 monies?
Satisfied?
How are you?
What console?
I'd
I'm playing on
almost
PC
shake
right
on
now.
that. Almost.
Oh, Destin wants me to learn how to lockpick. We'll get there, Destin. Don't worry. But that.
That's a sum I can live with.
First, I want to make some alchemy. Then we'll get to lockpicking. So for alchemy, if you have better reading skill, there's a better chance that you're going to be able to figure out what you're doing. But I'm illiterate, so we're going to do this by ear, I guess. Okay, so whoever drinks this potion shall save his game and his soul, and though he should something he should succumb to death, even shall he return to life. Something like that. Okay, so the steps are prepare, I'm assuming wine. Prepare wine, 2 handfuls of belladonna, and 1 of nettle. We actually have all those. Boil the nettle for 2 turns, grind the belladonna, and then drop the belladonna and boil for 1 more turn. That's a lot of instructions. Okay, hopefully I remember this stuff. Okay. Can I look at this over there? I can kind of see it. Okay, see the wine inventory. I don't see the wine here. Do I have wine on here? Oil, spiritus, wine. Here we go.
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
Later, Henry. We're cooking right now. Okay, so there's our wine. We have to boil it, so I am assuming to turn on the bellows. Where's the bellows? Still cauldron. Bellows Q. Yeah. Okay, so we boiled our wine. And boil the wine. No. Our wine. Boil the nettles for 2 turns. Inventory. Hopefully I'm doing this right. Oh, so it appears up here on my right. A belladonna, my nettle. Take the nettles first. And we drop that in the cauldron. And sand glass for 1 turn. There's no magic. Potions are based somewhat.
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
We're trying to. Okay, boil the nettles for 2 turns. So let's do that for 1 more. And then we have to grind the belladonna. This may be a terrible potion. I'm just going to say it right now. Okay, now take our belladonna. We got to grind it with a mortar. Yeah. Grind that good, Henry. You can do this. Careful. Careful. Critical success. Okay. And now drop the belladonna and boil for 1 more turn.
I feel quite hungry.
We get it, Henry. You're hungry. Okay? Just chill. And we'll do another battle. Okay. So if that worked, I need to then... How do I get it out of here? That is the question. I want to get my cauldron out. Well, if I leave the bench now, oh man. So that's the question is, then how do I get my potion redone? Oil, water, file. Ah, put it in a file. There we go. Yes, that's what I want to do. Good, do that. Give me the good stuff. Come on. It's rust.
I could do with a bite to eat.
Potion brewing has failed. All ingredients are lost. Okay, so I didn't really understand that. Perhaps there's more to it than I believed. I'm sure that the bellows thing, there is a tooltip on here. Somewhere. Alchemy. Recipe demands you must take care of the grind, blah, 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 blah. Brew the mixture. Sometimes have to warm low in heat. Okay, so there, I need to, I didn't boil it. I need to do more bellow work till there's bubbles. Okay. That's what I did wrong. I lost all my ingredients. So yeah, this is I'm actually not frustrated in lockpicking mechanics. We'll try that next, and hopefully I can show you a little better than I did for the alchemy brewing, because that was a critical disaster. First, we gotta find someone to rob. I believe I have some lock. Yeah, I have 16 points. I better eat because Henry won't be quiet about how hungry he is. Bring my nourishment up to, there we go, 82 nourishment. That's good. You can't change your character. Your character's like Henry's face and all that stuff, but you can get your own armor, your looks, all that fun stuff. Place to steal from. I need to get into my sneaking clothes. So a lot of your inventory, your armor and stuff, part of it's fashion. It can be more charismatic, more intimidating. They also make a lot of noise. You can see my noise level is at 100 right now. That's a lot. If I start taking that off, it starts decreasing. And the less noise, the less conspicuous, the less visible I am, the better chance that people aren't going to see me robbing them. So I'm putting these quiet dark shoes, black scarf, black 4-point, pauldrons. Now my noise is down to 43. Take off the coat. Noise down to 13. I think that's pretty good. I should use some pants though. I don't know why my pants aren't here. Is that my pants? How embarrassing. Alright. So let's find something to steal. Oh, that's too hard to lockpick. You want me to fight someone? Alright, we'll fight someone too. Not here though, because I don't want to go to jail. I'm sure we'll find some bandits. Who's got something to steal from? That's just robbing in general. Food! Food. This is a 20+ hour save file. I will not be streaming for 20 hours. I don't have that kind of stamina on me. As much as I would want to. Okay. It's here. Quiet time. Let no one interrupt us. Here we go. Okay, so when you lockpick, you need to find out where the little icon you move around turns to the gold, the biggest one right here. And then you need to move it, rotating it. With PC it's on D, and as you rotate it, you need to keep it in this position right up here at the top by this little point. So as I rotate it, it needs to go along with it, and it starts getting more and more jangly, but I need to keep it in the area, and then it unlocks. It's a little finicky to get at first, but once you get the hang of it, nothing in there. I didn't even steal anything. It gets a lot easier over time. I'd say just like practice a couple times. If you go to the town, you go to Rete and talk to the miller there, he'll actually let you practice on locks too, which is really, really helpful. Like that. It's just your friendly old Henry here to. Maybe I can pickpocket from him. This could go really well. Or really badly. You locked the door, me, Destin? Okay, I guess I am streaming for 20 hours. Buckle up. Okay, so for pickpocketing, this is one I'm still having problems with. Look at a little primer for it. So when you start, you hold down E and a little icon appears, and a yellow thing goes along the icon. And that is basically your time allotment for pickpocketing. But if you hold down too long, they can find you. And then once you do that and you let go, you can then see what's in their inventory, and then you have to scroll around and find things to pull out and then get back to the top before time runs out. It seems a little too complicated, but we're gonna try and do this. I might go to jail. This may end terribly. He's asleep though, so maybe he won't notice. Okay, so hold E. Just give it some time. Wake up. And then we let go. See what this is. It's a key. And then get out of there. Yeah, I did it. Pocket status is picked. I already had key. What kind of door keys? What kind of keys now? Oh, here we go. Sage Scribe Frederick study key. Well then. I wonder if that. No, not there. There's an unlock, I wonder. This was the door? Well, better than nothing. You can't knock at a guard from behind. You're probably in plain sight. Keep sleeping. Oh man, look at all these books. So some of these books are just like to increase your reading skill, and some of them actually give you skill points. Kind of like in Fallout, but you have to actually read the book, not just gloss over it. Ooh, cobweb. Did I just steal a cobweb? Okay, wait. I need to see this. Is that cobweb stolen? Okay, good. I was gonna say, if someone's like, "Wait a minute, that cobweb belongs to the scribe. You can't sell me that," I'd be very upset with that. Realism. Oh, this was this thing. Okay, cool. Take all these things. And now I will masquerade as the friar himself. Yeah. Now I just need to take on this persona. Look at that. I'm over encumbered. Appetite for Gaming says, I'm a massive fan of RPG games. I was wondering if this game is worth getting. Is it better than Skyrim or The Witcher 3? I can't tell you if it's better or worse. I can tell you that if you were playing The Witcher or
Jesus
Skyrim...
Christ be praised.
That looks so awesome. And you want a little bit more realism. You want to worry about your stamina, your energy, having to sleep and eat every day.
Don't even talk to me about it.
There's some
I
nice
wish
survival
that
elements
rabble was
added,
gone.
and there's a lot of fun
I know they've
exploring to
met
do.
with misfortune, but here they do
Combat
nothing but
might
thieve and...
not be as fun. We'll get into that soon, actually. I think they have a quest to kill some bandits. It can take a little bit getting used to. I've gone to a point where I feel a little more comfortable with combat, but at the very beginning, I was not having fun. But there are no magic and no monsters. There are no dragons. You're not the chosen one of a prophecy. You're just a dude who got caught up in a civil war, and you have your own little revenge quest to go on. But there's a bigger picture playing, and you'll never be like, oh, you're the hero king. Take all the land and become the legendary dude. That's not what this game is about. At the core, you're a peasant, and no matter what you do, you'll still be a peasant. Though, you can up your reputation with people. So right now, people in Ratai actually like me a lot. At least people inside. So if I walk up, people are like, oh, hey, it's Henry. So I could do it. Come on, dude. You remember me, right? Bailiff?
Good day, Henry.
Yeah, he knows who I am. Sometimes if you don't have a good reputation, they might go like, oh, get the hell out of here. We don't have nothing to do with you. Okay, I can't move at all, so I'm going to sell some stuff. Thank you for my straw hat. It does look really good. I don't think it's poorly optimized in PC. I think it's pretty well done. From what I've seen.
health
You
to
could
you,
kill a lot of
Henry.
people.
Henry, come to see us.
You can actually kill. Oh, thank you. There are, I think, very few people that you can't kill. Like you can't
I
kill like a
respect you.
lord because they're relevant to like the larger history thing. But you could kill a random trader guy. You could kill a quest giver, and the quest is gone. You've just screwed it up. There aren't very many essential NPCs like there were in Skyrim, which I'm a fan of because I think you should have consequence. So now I'm gonna sell everything that I just stole. But since I had the key, it wasn't really stealing. At least that's the way that I look at it. Sell that. I don't know what I did with my pants. Somehow I sold my pants. And it's really embarrassing. Well, that was some good money. Actually, let's go. Let's buy some pants. Things are gonna get expensive pretty fast in this game. I'm playing on PC right now. Oh, some of it's really good. Dyed quilted coif, a fancy shirt with like a pirate. There we go. That's not bad. It's not terrible. It's not bad. Get some pants, and then we'll haggle.
Can we do something
No,
about the
there's a lot
price?
of settings. Like my computer at home isn't as good as this one, so I had to like lower it down to like medium to high. But it runs fairly well. There are some loading screens. Like if you notice, every time you talk to someone, it loads.
Henry.
They might be a little bit worse.
Agree?
The worse your computer is.
More.
Or how about 80? Okay, so he got really angry from that one. I do have a perk that gives me a final chance if I screw this up.
Is this enough?
Well, now,
Yeah.
a little more
Oh.
and we'll shake on it.
Come on, don't be a miser, dude. Get really mad.
I knew we'd come to an arrangement.
Yeah, I do like how this game handles layered clothing. It's not just about what you have on your top, but also what you're packing beneath you. Everything matters, but only the outer layer matters for appearances and your charisma. So they're not going to care that I have a leather jerkin under my Waffen rock. But it will help me build more armor. So I'm going to go back into all my cool stuff. And my helmet. Cool. Now I finally have pants on again. What's up, dude? Still have a little bit of junk that I'm carrying. Got 2 swords. I could probably give one to my horse. And the U-bow to my horse. Better. Your horse is like your mobile inventory, which is really useful. I recommend doing the main quest up until they give you a horse. And maybe even a bit after that, because then they teach you more combat techniques. Oh yeah, all this food. That's probably what's doing it. These are all stolen things. I don't want to be seen with them. There we go. I'm going to show you how combat training works, and then we'll go kill some bandits. Hey, you want to
May
buy
the
some stolen
Lord-
stuff? Oh, maybe not stolen. Some of that I just found. This one, and these 2. And oh, there's the crappy potion I made. I could actually sell it for 0.1 gold. That's not one too. I don't want to haggle. All right, where's my horse at? I got a beautiful coat for my horse. There he is. Doesn't Pebbles look fabulous? You can actually pretty much mod your horse out with armor as well. Right now he's got the wonderful coat that gives him more slash defense, bridle, and a saddle with saddlebags. Over time you can get bigger saddlebags, get armor, ride into battle. Hey, someone from the Czech Republic. Gotta say, Bohemia looks really cool, so I imagine the Czech Republic does too. You got a really beautiful place. Oh, why is a horse wearing a dress? Because he's fabulous. He's Pebbles. Why wouldn't? If you could wear a dress and you were a horse, wouldn't you want to do as well? I'm doing him a favor. Yeah, for real though, brings up a good point. The quest system doesn't really hold your hand too much in this game. They'll tell you kind of where to go in a general sense, like go into the woods, there's some bandits living out there, but they won't tell you exactly where. You kind of got to figure out for yourself. There's only very certain things where they tell you exactly where to go. Alright, so let's try out combat. This is going to be your best friend if you want to learn how to do combat, because he's the only guy who'll teach you how to do combo moves and master parries and master strikes. Oh, I have a trophy for him?
I have some,
Oh yeah, that's right, I killed the
trophies.
bandit. He pays for
Sick.
bandits. Bandit eaters.
Bastards deserved it.
That's how you got money back then. 25. Alright, let's learn combos. So if you played For Honor or Mountain Blade, games like that, you'll recognize that there's like a system of positioning. 5 points, and then the center star for stabbing. And where you hit matters where they block and where they're weakest. So like he has plate armor, but his legs are weaker, so it's good to... Oh, jeez. Calm down, dude.
See? I strike from overhead.
So trying to figure out where they're going to attack from and then block that is key in this game. And eventually you'll learn how to do a block. When a shield icon appears, you can then block and riposte.
Strikes have to follow quickly, one after the other.
And then you can combo these like he's doing now into more powerful attacks. But that's only if you can get through the defenses. In this game, basically, your stamina, the yellow bar, is what you hold on to before, and then if that stamina runs out, then you'll start actually doing real damage, or they'll do damage to you if you're not blocking. So we want to go up, right, down.
That's it.
There we go.
No, no, no!
I did it wrong. Sometimes it matters to do combos. Sometimes you just really want to focus on where they're not guarding. It all depends on the moment. Or if you're just going to like just slashing wildly in the same area, they'll be able to easily start blocking it and then attack you back. You notice my stamina burning out pretty quickly.
All right. You can learn us.
Alright, now, most important thing is the Master Strikes, which is why you want to talk to this dude.
I've trained a bit
After
with a
you've done the
sword.
quest for a
I think
while.
I've got the hang of the basics.
Because if you
Can you
do
teach
that
me something
blocking
new?
thing, you're able
We'll
to
test you.
rebuff an opponent and riposte, but then they can master block you and riposte again. So it kind of goes to like a tennis match, if who can get past the other person's guard. But when you learn Master Strikes, you're able to block and immediately attack and they can't block it. But only if you block at the right time. I'm gonna try and survive against him. Teach me. Come on, hit me. Try it. Let's try it. Missed. Enemies in this game are pretty responsive too. Okay. Alright. They're really quick to adapt and really quick to change their positioning based on what they're doing. There we go. Got a block. And I learned how to have more defense. So I was able to block his attack in that sequence, but I wasn't able to attack back without him blocking back. Which is why you want to learn Master Strikes, because it'll let you get past an opponent's guard. And you at least... Oh, jeez. Okay. There we go. Which is especially useful if you're fighting more than one opponent. More perk points and strength. Don't mind if I do. Look at that, I'm leveling up everywhere. Training's good. Training's good for you. Always be training. Can I not prove myself to you? Jerk. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't actually go in there. Thanks, Destin. Try my best. Dodge. Ow. Okay, that wasn't a good block. Bad block. Also, it's good to note that right now I have just like a general helmet, but if you buy bulkier helmets like cover your face, a lot of your vision's actually obscured.
Good to be able to fend off your opponent's
to
blow.
compensate for that increased defense.
Best is when you're able to do both at once. Master stroke is when you parry your opponent's blow and strike him at the same time.
All right. Let's do this. So you have to be in that angle that they're attacking in and defend right at the right time. Otherwise, you're just going to rake the riposte. So he's able to attack me back, and I can't do anything about
I'll
that.
attack slowly.
Which is annoying early in the game because other opponents can do that to you, and you can't.
No, not like that.
So I need to be up here.
Ah, that's it.
There we go. And it slows down for the tutorial, but otherwise it'll be very fast.
Not bad.
So I have to be up if he's going up. I have to be down if he's going down.
Ah, that's it.
Otherwise, the Master Strike won't work. Okay. Now that we learned that, I think I have a quest. Bandits have settled in the vicinity of Rete and are playing the region. There's a generous bounty on their heads. It's over somewhere down the river. Let's do it. Can I show you how to use the bow? Yes, I can. In fact, I will try and use it on the bandits because it is always good to start the fight at a distance if you can. If you're able to ambush your opponents, you should do it. Especially if there's multiple opponents, you kind of want to get the edge in combat. Unlike Skyrim or other RPGs, you don't get a crosshair. There's no like auto aim assist. You kind of have to figure out trajectory, how far your arrows will go. I found it's kind of like a little bit to the left of where Henry's arrow point is. Yeah, the fighting is very realistic in that you're not a one-man army. You can't just like kill a million people without breaking a sweat. Especially when you fight multiple people. Like if you're blocking attacks, you use up stamina, but you can usually survive lots of attacks. But if someone hits you from behind and you're not blocking, you just take massive damage. There's no way to stop it. So strafing is key. Keeping your enemies in front of you is key. And if you have people on your side, getting behind your enemies is really, really useful. Somewhere over here by the water's edge. Notice my horse's little green bar at the bottom is running out of stamina. If he runs out, he'll get really pissed off at me. So we have to... What do we do? What do we do? No. I think he's cool. You can also run into events out on the road where like you might find a dead body, some guy might try to ambush you. I found a knight once, he wanted to jump into a duel, I was like, no way, dude. He's like, oh, okay then. That's sad night. Did I pass it? I think it was down here. No, wait. Oh, I did pass it. Just pass the bands on by. Yeah, the map is, it's not the hugest map I've ever seen, but it actually does pan out pretty well. Like, this is the starting town over here. And then you get taken to other points. It does take a while to get around. And there's a really interesting fast travel system I can show you later, where you don't just teleport, you actually move across the board of the map, and people can have a chance to ambush you, or you might find someone along the way. Oh, pebbles. Let's go on the brush. This game is only in first person. And yes, there are stealth moves. You can't stealth kill someone until you've leveled your stealth ability up by just sneaking around for a bit. But you can choke out people from behind. bow. We also make sure I have enough arrows. 8 better hunting arrows. Let's use that. Careful I don't get ambushed in the turn. Old house. Perfect place for a bandit to hide. Down. I am making a lot of noise with my armor. Hopefully they don't notice that. Air voices. Okay. Ooh. That's something. Should go explore that. Okay. See a horse.
Hey, who's there?
No one.
Hey, what are you up to?
You know me, just hanging out in the trees. Where is he?
So, what else is there?
I can't see this dude. How does he see me? I won't get too close. Oh, there
What
he
are you
is.
doing there?
Okay.
What's going on there?
What's going on? I'll show you. A little bit to the right. Bam! That's what's going on.
To arms! Get over here! You call that?
In the face. Okay. Oh, he surrendered already. That's good. Because now we have.
Get over here!
Ugh.
I yield.
So if you're really good and you just lay into attacks, they will start fleeing, being terrified of your power. Which is good for. Oh, jeez. So he riposted me. Be careful here. There we go. I have to make sure my stamina is
Goddamn!
level. Nice try. So now we've gone to a volley, basically, of just attacking and counterattacking until someone gets through. Nope.
I'm over here.
Let's see for a second, because I have some skills. Swordsmanship. One move I have is called the Scar Maker. Down, and then stab, stab. Where you going, dude?
You're dead.
Down. Oh no. Dead. Fine. Down, stab, stab. Good job, me.
Bugger!
Call me a bugger. Bugger you. And those combos won't work if they're able to block you, so you have to find the right time. Hopefully when they're not guarding. Blocking everything, dude. Oh wow, what the hell is that?
Fucker!
Whoa, language, dude. Children's stream, how dare you? So he blocks on his left a lot, so I gotta strike to the opposite side.
Kurvavix!
That's the master strike right there. He wasn't able to block it. Yeah. Ooh.
Gone weak at the knees, have you?
You should talk. You're not dead. Don't hit that horse. He's innocent.
Fuck it!
Again. Got a big potty mouth for a bandit.
I'm going to...
Ow. Okay, so my stamina went out. He was able to damage me a little bit.
Well landed.
Oh, thank you. Whoa. Okay, okay. My hand's starting to
I'll
hurt.
slaughter you. Come and get it.
No one's trying to get reinforcements. One problem with having to strafe a lot is sometimes that you get caught in the environment, which is not fun. Oh, jeez, he did a combo on me. That wasn't fun. That wasn't fun at all. He did. Mercy kill. Yeah. I don't know if you saw the first guys, but he was the first guys that I attacked actually surrendered for a bit because they were just destroyed. And there's a chance to either just kill them, let them go, make them pay you to let them go. Oh, cool. Bandit leader Spurs. Oh, nice. Oh, composite gauntlets. This guy had a good stuff. Neat, 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 neat. I'll take that too. So it's all bloody. Who said that? Who said that? I'll kill them. Let's see, what can I get to my horse? Elongated male coif. Not as good as my current coif. Leather jerkin. They are damaged, so sometimes, as you can see, unless you repair them, like, my armor looks pretty good, but eventually you can actually see the damage done to your items. Take that off. What's in front of that? Oh, this guy. And the jerkin. So if I put on this, you can see there's like rips everywhere. And that actually affects you because you're not going to be able to take as much damage. And people won't like you because you look ugly and like a vagabond. So it's good. Oh, look at that chainmail. So much body armor. Even though it has like no durability right now. Okay, I'll have to get rid of that repaired. Because I want that. Some good stuff. For now, put this back on. Send this to the horse, send that to the horse, get these to the horse. I want to be able to actually, like, walk around. Okay, I think that's good for now. Yes, Time Gamers is right. Murdering people in armor does take a while.
What are you doing here? Tired of life, are you?
What?
Over here!
Who are you?
Everyone, quick! Is that all you've got?
Fine, jerk. You got like no
Show
armor
what you're
on.
made of.
You are so dead.
Peasant.
Armor matters a lot. If you aren't able to have a lot of armor, you better be dodging everything. Like this guy died very quickly because he had an old shirt and old boots on. Whereas the other guy that I fought had a lot of armor. I might as well. Everything goes to the horse, right? I want to go explore that cave too. Plus, we also get steal their food. Some nourishment. Fighting can take a lot out of you, so I might as well just eat. Yum yum yum. Or hands injured. Injured right arm. If I take too much damage, I will bleed. Yeah, people always say they want third-person mechanics, but that really, I mean, it works to a certain extent in like Mountain Blade and For Honor, but the way this game handles their things, it wouldn't just look really good. Defense perk. Your armor is 1/3 more fighting than usual. Oh, I like that. It looks scary now. Got a strength perk. Gravedigger, carrying dead or unconscious bodies, won't cost stamina. I don't do that much. Clinch Master gives you 1/3 of overpowering your opponent when you lock blades. Can deplete and health stamina by bumping into him at sprint. That's kind of funny. 10% crit chance to knock out an opponent with a blow to the head. I kind of like that. Let's do the head cracker. Maybe I'll just try and get a mace. Bash people in the face. There's a lot of these perks that really can adjust to your playstyle, especially things like your main level ones. You can get ones that let you go along without eating, sleeping, or being dirty, or wandering, be more popular with town people versus nobles. Lock is too difficult. Can I try anyway? Let's find out. Where? Somewhere around here. There. Jeez. Couldn't even do anything. Yeah. Nope. Can't. Dang. I really wanted that steal that guy's stuff. Let's go check out the, what is that? Cave. If you don't wash, your armor actually has, like, dirty marks on it. It lowers your charisma overall. People who you're trying to persuade might not want to talk to you. Spooky. See, like there, they have like a little dirt mark on there. My weapon has a blood mark, but it could also make your you make it look more intimidating if you're looking for persuasion on the stronger means. If you look like hell, they'll actually sometimes freak out and give you what you want. How many hours does it going to take to beat? Asked Urban Brawler. I've heard it's like upwards of probably 30 to 50 for like the main quest and other stuff. I'm assuming you can keep going, but I haven't actually beaten the game yet. But it being an open world, I'm assuming that once you complete your revenge quest, you can just keep doing whatever. Okay, so there's not much in this cave. A little disappointing. Oh, wait. Cave mushrooms. Everything's better. We found cave mushrooms. I would probably say, from what I've seen, this game is a lot more relying on the open aspect of it. There are less like dungeons and caves where Skyrim just has, you know, those kind of rinse and repeat places to go into. There's no loading screens to go into towns, which I really like. But I guess the opposite of that is that there's not a lot of indoor places to go exploring. Okay, so now that I got that, you're not my horse. You could be my horse. Stampede horse, what does that mean? Oh, tell the horse to run away. That's useful. The more you know. Speaking of horses, there he is.
Hey, who's there?
Let's actually show off. I want to get back to town in a hurry. You can fast travel, but you don't teleport. You actually move along a dotted line. And there's a chance, especially when you go towards uncharted territory, that it'll say like, hey, there's someone on the road. Do you want to stop and check, or do you want to try and avoid them? And you have a percentage chance to try and either scout what's going on, or engage them, which I think is pretty fun. Yo, Bernard, I did it.
Henry,
I'm the hero.
Good God, you look terrible. Did someone attack you?
So yeah, he could tell from my blood and dirt.
I've taken care of the camp.
Where's the proof?
Right
Here it is.
Oh, that is a nice bit of news. I've had another report. Some folk were ambushed to the west of Vertine, on the hill across the river from the gallows.
It would be worthwhile to check it
Inventory,
out.
realistic-ish.
All right, I'll
It's
take a
like
look
on
around.
the Skyrim side of everything has a weight value. You can only carry so much, but I can instantly toss my stuff to my horse at a moment's notice. There's also a trunk that's by the bed that I kind of own, and that trunk travels to wherever I go. If I stay at an inn, it appears there. So it's kind of like an interdimensional trunk.
I have some.
But other than that,
trophies.
if you get over encumbered, you can't sprint, you can't fast travel.
Bastards deserved it.
But yeah, I'm carrying a lot of things. So more things than a human should probably be able to do. Got 2 swords, bludgeon, got a lot. I also have 1.5 thousand Russians, as they call them. I'm getting that wrong. So chat, I'll ask you, what do you want me to do next? We can explore, we can go fight more bandits, we can learn how to read, we can go travel into towns, hunting for rabbits and deer, do some side quests. The main story, you ask, is it any good, Andrew? Well, it's standard fare. It's not terrible. It's kept me invested. He's got a personal revenge story that kind of crosses path with like a larger story of war. Read. Eric here wants me to read. Like more reader hunt. Okay, I want to go learn how to read, and then maybe we'll hunt around where we read. Can you become a knight? I'm a knight to a point. Like Henry is the son of a blacksmith, so like historically speaking, there's no way that a peasant can become a knight. That's just you were born into knight. But there's an exception because your father knows the Lord and he like owes you a favor. So he's like, okay, you'll be in my service if you do these stuff. Maybe not a knight technically, but you're close enough. And there is no third-person camera. Can you turn the music off? In-game music, yes you can. You want to go all into immersion. I have seen battles get pretty big. There's like a siege that you take part in. I don't think you're going to be fighting a billion people at once, but there's definitely like in the backdrop of a giant war, you have a specific task and you're fighting a bunch of people with a bunch of people on your side. Like I've seen like at least like a 5-on-5, 6-on-6 battle with more people coming in as reinforcements. Some archery skill, we can do that too. I'm gonna rest up because my wounds are great. Oh, and here's my little trunk with my DLC things. I don't know what these are actually. I came with this DLC for these ancient maps. So I'll just take a look at one. We can go hunting one later. Who knows? And then I can put away that. And that. I want those gauntlets. Oops, no, I want to keep the gauntlets. They look pretty cool. What's junk here? So some of my stuff's kind of getting roughed up. I might have to repair at some point. For now, like that specifically is kind of... Everything else looks kind of good, though. Like, I think I have... Horse, do you have it? Does. Armorer's kit. You don't want to go to town and repair, you can buy Armorer's kit to do it on the go. And you're able to try and repair your own stuff. And the more you do it, the better you get at it. And you can eventually repair, like, you know, really low quality stuff that normally would take a lot. So here's the durability of my Armorer's kit. Like, that took no durability at all. 97%, that took a little bit of it. I'm unable to do... Yeah, I have 2 damage to repair these ones. I can do that at least. Still 46. Not bad. Does the game feel anyway incomplete? Not that I found. I mean, there are bugs. It is a open world game. You're gonna find bugs. Like, there's no getting around it. Some of them have been funny. Some of them have been frustrating. I'm sure there will be patches. I've been caught in doorways before. I've seen two horses stacking each other. That was kind of funny. But I wouldn't say it's incomplete. You can't beat Run. Well, I'm going to try and write the guide for that tonight. So once I do, be sure to check out the IGN wiki for this, and I will help you as best I can. Does the game have romance like Skyrim? It has romance. I don't know how far that goes. I just know that there's an achievement to become to beat the game as a virgin. Speaking of which, will you be my girlfriend? It's Valentine's Day.
No, let me sleep.
Aww. Dang, Henry just got shot down. Happy Valentine's Day from Kingdom Come Deliverance. Oh, dirty because I slept in my clothes. Yeah, something's dirty. Better wash up. She has a headache. You always have a headache. Okay, so I think we can learn how to read all the way up. And Ujits. So we can go on a nice little horse adventure. Maybe we'll get accosted by bandits. At the very least, it's a very... I like the visuals. I like roving across the countryside. Some of the forests look beautiful in this game. Like, I've hunted in Skyrim and Oblivion and Witcher, and they've had really cool environments, but, like, I think this game has really captured, like, that beauty for me. So while I put my horse on autopilot, I will look at chat a little more and try and answer some questions that I can. This isn't the save that I went to Uchit's in. I have a different save file. This was my, if I screw up, at least it won't affect my guide writing. My other save I've been to Uchit's and beyond. And because I have to write the guide as I play, the playtime might be a little bit inflated, but we can at least do whatever we want. I'm not bound to any certain quest line. Moon asks, what's the basic premise of this game? Basic premise, you are Henry, the son of a blacksmith in a no-name town, and the civil war happens between two kings, and they decide to burn your town down and kill your parents. And you're like, wow, that's not really cool. I want to go get revenge on the guy who killed my parents. And they're like, no, you can't. You're just a dumb peasant. But your father was cool, so I guess you can work for the local lord. So you kind of become a knight, go off on your own adventure, and find people who did the bad stuff and kill them. In the backdrop of the Kingdom of Bohemia in 1403. That is the basic premise. I also recommend that if you ever want to be a thief in this game, you talk to the miller and Ratai and do his side quest. He will hook you up with other millers, and apparently if you're a miller, you're usually also a thief and a fence for stolen goods. I did not know that until today, or yesterday actually. But it's a good place to learn pickpocketing, get lockpicks, and sell your stolen goods. Otherwise, you have to travel to like different areas to sell things that you've stolen, or wait a couple days for the heat to die down. Would the map size be somewhat comparable to Fallout 3? I'd say it's probably a bit smaller. Also, owing to the fact that, like, if you think about games like Skyrim and Fallout, in a sense they're kind of layered where there's the open world and then below that is all the dungeons, which are also kind of sprawling in certain aspects. This game I don't think has dungeons in that regard. I found that little tiny cave and that was about 10 feet in. It is pretty dense in a certain way. I can always find things like herbs to pick. I found, what was that? Found some weird stuff along the way. There was an interesting site here. A nest full of treasure there. Another interesting site. I need to go north. Overshooting my boundaries here. I think you get revenge on the specific general, the bald dude who was leading the army, who killed your family. I don't know if it's like the specific mercenaries who were with him, though. I assume. Find a way to go north. Cutting across the forest can be a little difficult. Hopefully we can do this. Combat, I would say it starts out clunky. You start out not knowing any combat skills at all. You can't block, you can't dodge, you can't parry. But then a couple hours into the game, you get some training. Combat gets a little better. Come on, Pebbles. Come on, Pebbles. We can do this. There we go. Nope. Wait. Oh. What just happened? Pebbles? Just kick me out, Pebbles. Okay, that was a thing. I just brought this stream bed, but whatever. And then eventually, further in the game, you learn Master Strikes, better pairing, and then combat gets a little easier. It's still very unforgiving. If you don't know what you're doing, if you swing wildly, if you lose your stamina and get surrounded, you are dead. There's no way around that. Even if you're armored back and front with plate, they can... Ooh. Well, well, well. What do we have here? Body, dead, traitor. If I didn't know better, I'd say he was picking over that corpse. Let's take out my sword and look intimidating. My blood-stained sword.
My respects to you.
What have you done? Did you kill him?
Me? What do you mean, me? It was you. You killed him.
I didn't kill anyone. The corpse was already lying there when I got here.
Henry's kind of a doofus.
What are you
I'm gonna just
here?
put that out there.
Nearby a corpse. Nearby a murder.
What?
I'm looking for humans and killing any I find.
You? Not like
I have a bloody sword.
I've got a funny feeling about you. But I can't be absolutely
You're standing
sure
over
you
the
did
dead
it.
body, and he's
I'm
trying to
relieved
pin
to
it on
hear it.
me. And I think Henry's believing it.
And what exactly were you doing here anyway?
What are you getting at?
Henry's kind of a goof. You're carrying a murder weapon.
You're carrying the murder weapon.
You won't prove it's a murder weapon, but I prove I know how to use it.
Right?
You were looting the body right here on the road.
What of it? A corpse doesn't need possessions.
Yeah, this dude. I'm gonna report this. I'm gonna tell Mom.
I think I should go and report you. They'll listen to me.
All right then. I did it.
Nope.
I didn't
Another
stop
crime
it.
solved by
I
Henry the
just couldn't stop
detective.
myself. There he is with money, strutting around. Now I've barely got enough to keep myself fed.
Wow.
You don't have to tell anyone,
He's
you
just
know.
so nonchalant.
And you won't regret it.
No, I just kill him. First pay me, then I'll kill you.
Are you serious?
It's been revoked. Yeah, he did. You get for killing someone. Divine justice. Oh, nice mace. I think I'll keep it. Oh, I got my arrow back. I don't get why I have to steal it off of him. I killed him fair and square. It should be mine by right. We get a nice little burial. Interesting sight. I don't know, make it interesting, but guess I need a dead body. Poor guy. I didn't go to waste either. Bloody everything. Burger's sword. Burger's short sword was a status. Oh, this is a bad thing. Yeah, I'll take it. Horse, take all the stuff from me, please. Merchant sword's all bloody now. Alright. Well, that was an interesting diversion. I just started the monastery quest on my playthrough. Hopefully we'll have a guide up for that entire sequence up soon. But I'm having to split a lot of my time between a lot of other projects in this game. To the people who say it's boring, I will say it's grounded more in realism than it is in action. And it's an okay opinion to have. If you want flashy combat, if you want explosions, dragons, crazy stuff going on, like this is not the game for you, maybe. That's fine. Some people prefer a very more laid-back experience. Like, there are not fights every 5 seconds. I would say combat so far has been pretty sparse, unless you go looking for trouble. It's very spaced out. There's lots of other activities to do, and it makes sense. Like, this wasn't there was like this weird kind of civil war going on, but it wasn't like a huge battlefield everywhere. There were bandits hiding around corners. And personally, me, I prefer both things. Sometimes I like to have my crazy action adventure RPGs where things are dying left and right, and some things I just like to get lost in the wilderness. And what's going on?
Well now, look what's come crawling out from under some.
Well, an honest to goodness battle. Let's go join. Hey guys, wait for me. What's up, dude? Yeah, eat it. Bam! Get about him. I'm the one you want. Oh, human. Hey! Come back here. Ah, yeah. Should have fought when you had the chance, dude. Saber, lockpicks. My arrow's back. Plain riding spurs. I need the spurs. Damn braces. Nice. Ooh, I've never had to play before. I am interested. Bulky. Tips are getting better on archery, how to aim the main bow. So, what I recommend is, if I'm aiming for like that trunk right there, in the middle, little hole. What you want to do usually is you want to be aiming a little bit to the right and a little up, just a bit. Of course, if you wait too long, your stamina goes out, you get wobbly. So you don't want to wait too long. You basically want to wait like maybe a second. Yeah. So I was aiming. His arrow's here, but he hits over to the left. Did the guy come back? You also, if you find that your arrows are too like short, get the long distance arrows. They will go farther and faster. Otherwise, to be closer to your targets. Ow! What is your deal? Who invited you? Oh, the cheap shot, dude. I mean, I guess I had cheap shots on the other friend, so I can see. I equip my the weapon I have. Where'd it go? It's gone. Ah. Okay, this guy's pretty strong. Just gonna point that out.
As it.
Take that. Perfect strike. Okay, maybe a little far. Okay, that's a lot. We got this. Fine. We're doing okay. I'll try using the mace. So you can just hold down the block button, but you lose stamina a lot faster, and you can't really riposte that way. So you want to usually save your blocking for the last moment. Let's try mace, which I have not used before. Ooh. That's nice. I like this. Fun times with the mace. I don't have any combat skills with it, but whatever. You want to get good? Fight with it. I think so. He did. Mercy kill with the mace. And that's how you make sure they're dead. So yeah, as you can tell by chat's response, combat is methodical in this game. It's not hack at them until they die, or do a flashy uppercut into a leaping slash. It's very much wait for the opportune time to strike, manage your stamina. Look at this. More armor. And your pointy hat too. Now I am the pointy one. Whatever. Another problem with looting dead bodies is they're usually their armor's all destroyed to hell and back, which is unfortunate. But hey, I think all things considered, be good. Oh wow, my vision's blurred because of my pointy helmet. Combat is very serious. Keep that mace for a while. There's a lot fun than I thought it would be. And oh no, horse is full. Dang, I gotta lose some of this stuff. I didn't want to, but I want to keep some of the stuff. Lose that. And that. Okay. I'll have to sell. It kind of, yeah, you're right. You're right. it is hit them till they die, but you can't just go all out slashing because you will run out of stamina, and they will retaliate and just stab you to death. Because they seem to have a little more stamina than I do, especially if you just hit them when they're blocking, which they block a lot, and they're a lot more receptive. How did I just turn down? I have a lot of stuff. Can you use the control in the PC version? I believe you can. I haven't tried it myself, but I think I saw someone who did. Who serves the food around here? You.
God bless.
There we go. Oh yeah, my bread's all bad. So, food expires in this game. Some food faster than others. If your food freshness goes down, there's a good chance that when you eat it, you get food poisoning, and you will take damage over time unless you use an antidote. Therefore, it is best to just sell food if you don't eat it fast enough. Which I usually forget. Unless you have dried food, like dried mushrooms, their durability is infinite. Always good to stock up on that instead.
Coming.
That was something.
Hey, Hanson. Come and have a word with me.
Alright, so if we're gonna go north, we need to go this right here. That'll work. Yeah, you have to remember that Henry wasn't born into knighthood. He doesn't have years of training. He has like 2 days worth of training. So even as strong as he is, you can slice someone that's not going to kill him in one hit if they're wearing like 3 layers of armor, which you can do in this game. You can have underclothes, your outer garments, inner garments, you have plate on top of that. And it adds up. Like having that much armor on will stop a sword from dealing a life-threatening attack to you. That's why some bandits who are lightly clothed, I can kill them like 3 hits. Because they're not going to be able to block with that. Whereas that one guy took forever because he had reinforced chainmail and leather on. And that steel helmet. It's all about assessing your opponent, what they're wearing, if they have any weak points, and what deals more damage to them. Nice wood though. I get lost here. 10 out of 10 would get lost in again. The game is out now, Ben. Nay. It's about a realistic time period game in the 1400s. Play as son of a blacksmith, and there's some civil war going on. Mercenaries raiding the countryside. You got a revenge quest to do, but you're just a lowly peasant boy. It's grounded in more realism than most games. There's no fantasy. There's no crazy over-the-top action. Like it or hate it, that's what it's about. You are welcome to your own opinions. And I don't believe there's dismemberment, though I did cut off some ears of bandits so that I could sell proof of their deaths. My main quest on this save file, I was trying to bandit this down, but I won't do much of the story, so people who want to play the story can find that on their own. We gotta learn to read, because as the son of a blacksmith, We don't know how to raid. Let's rock this. Hey guys, what's up? It's me. Oh, did I just find out the main quest? Oops. Forgot this one.
Move along, citizens. Move along. There's nothing to see here.
And why is everyone here?
That's what you call nothing to see. I'd like to know what something to see looks like.
I look dirty as all hell
By the
right now.
keys of St. Peter. This is all I need. We'll have to send word to Sir Hanush.
That might not be necessary.
Who are you?
I'm Henry of Skalitz,
I'm the dude.
in the service of Hanush's Captain Bernard. I'm investigating the attack at Neuhof, and I think this could be related.
Well, I'm the bailiff of Auschwitz. And I say we don't want any of that kind of trouble around here. What makes you think this has anything to do with Neuhof?
One of the folk at the stud farm recognized someone from Auschwitz among the bandits.
We have no bandits or murderers around here.
Really? They say he had a limp?
Yes, for those asking, this game is single player only and first person
Shit.
only.
Well, allow me to introduce you to Limpy Lubosh,
Not Limpy Lubosh.
or all that's
He was
left
my
of him.
favorite character. Oh. Theirs are just numbered.
Sacre. Nothing's ever easy.
I'll have
No
to take a
dabbing.
look
Yeah,
around and
no-
ask a
no
few more
dabbing.
questions, if that's all right with you.
No beard
You can
growing.
take this mess off my
You
hands
have
and
your
welcome
stubble.
to it.
That's it.
As
You
for
can't really customize your
what
face.
else there is to find out,
You
I don't
can
know.
choose which armor and clothes you wear.
But
You
look
can
and
look
ask
fancy
all you
if
like.
you want to be, or thuggish. I'd be dead.
Who was Limpy Lubosh?
I'll stop this. Main quest stuff. Blah blah blah. I want to read. Dang. Yeah, lip syncing in this game is standard at best, and really off-putting at worst. I mean, a fast travel point, that's gonna help us. Just gotta find someone to sell all my junk to. If I was a scribe. This looks like a good place. Long live Limpy. Where's Lumpy? Sorry, there's been an accident. Limpy's now. Limpy. Hey, you want to buy all the stuff I found off a dead body?
Good day to you.
Yeah, you do. Here, take some of those. Oh, you have no money. How do I have more money than you? What do you even do for a living? Some mushrooms and this cobweb that I didn't steal. This mushroom, maybe. Not my spiky helmet though. That's mine. That stays with me. Sage. Of course. Really cool stuff. Assuming that you can actually sell that stuff. This one, this thing, that guy, this thingy, that Please, take them all. For those just joining us asking if combat's fun or not, it's really in the eye of the beholder. It is very thoughtful, slower paced than most games, tactical in the directional combat. blocking, reposting, preparing. It can be a little janky sometimes, I won't deny that. Especially when you first start out and you don't know what's going on and you have no skills. Being the peasant boy that you are. So that is... Oh, he has no money.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Aye?
I better haggle. Oh, I'm gonna haggle the heck. But he doesn't have money. I can't haggle if he's got no money. Here, I'll just give him plus tip. Good for increasing my reputation with him.
Here, with a little something on top for a good measure.
My word. Thank you kindly.
I should like buy a piece of toast and haggle aggressively for that. Okay. Actually, now that I'm in town, I might as well wear my town clothes. I really like these town clothes. I think there's already a few mods coming out for this game. There's one that lets you save anytime you want, because saving this game is kind of a pain. I won't deny it. To save in this game manually, you either have to... You either have to drink a special drink, save your schnapps, sleep in a bed that you own, or take on a new side quest or main quest. Otherwise, there are just autosaves, and they are pretty spaced out. To the point where it's a little annoying. That looks better. Get rid of that koi. Yeah. Who's looking good? In fact, I even take off the chausses. My special reading hat. I'm ready to go read. There he is, scribe. I can't tell you whether to buy it or not. I'm not in charge of your wallet. I don't know what your budget is. I can tell you that if you like slow-paced environment, survival simulating, peasant realistic simulators, it's worth a shot. I'm having fun. Combat can be dicey.
Good health to you.
Takes getting used to, but if you stick with it, you might like it. I want to learn to read.
I'd like to learn to read.
You? You don't look like the makings of a priest or clerk. But why not?
I can't tell you why they chose the save system they did. I'm assuming it's because they want your choices to actually have weight to them. Like,
for my trouble.
When I played Skyrim or Fallout, if I went to go steal something, I would just save, steal, fail, reload, save, steal, fail, reload, save, and then finally succeed. Where if your saves are limited, you have to live with your consequence. So if you get thrown in jail, it's either that or you lose an hour of progress.
All right. I don't want to waste time. We can get started. The sooner I master it, the better.
There are some big battles.
Very well. I will require some groschen from you, though, and set aside at least a couple of days so I can put you through your paces, if indeed time is of the essence.
Sure.
Here are your groschen.
I'm loaded.
Then we may as well start.
Oh, the devs broke the save and quit before release? Really? I didn't know that.
He did break his vow.
Oh no, my helmet's gone. My thinking cap. I need my thinking cap. Already fallen asleep.
Wake up, lad. It's time we were getting on.
Reading's hard.
So, let's see you read a bit.
The cat and the hat.
There's a book here on the table. Try to read it.
Will I manage?
You ought to be able to. It's a simple text. Come back once you've worked your way through.
Here it goes. Can I read? One Addy, a countryman, going to the nest of his goose, Funud, hit her na egg, all yellow and glittering. When it took it up, it was as heavy as lead, and was the going to throw it away. He toot a trick had been played upno him, but he toko ohem on esken thoughts, and soon found aught his delich that it was an egg of pure gold. Okay, I got the gist of it. There was a goose and had a golden egg. Nailed it. Let's steal the NPC hat. I don't know if you can actually steal what they're wearing, but so if it's just this once, I'm gonna drink some schnapps. So if I save a game, it says they'll cost you 1 Snavier schnapps. Of course, then I also get drunk, which I think is kind of hilarious. Like, every time you think you do something crazy, you'd want to have a drink first. So it's like, hold my schnapps. Oops, wrong button.
What do you think you're doing? I've a mind to call the guards.
What, just because I'm crouching behind you? I don't think it's gonna work. He got me.
What in the name? Where are you sticking your fingers?
In the books. Yeah.
I see a thief! Guard! Guard!
You!
Come here,
Stop
quick!
right where you
There's
are.
a thief over there!
Hey, you! Don't move a muscle!
I see a thief!
Don't move a
Guard!
finger!
We're bouncing. Abort. You'll never take me alive, copper. Oh, shit. He's taking me alive. Too bad for you, I've got pointy helmet. Wow, good. I'm also drunk, so this might be affecting me. So I can surrender if I felt that was a bad decision.
God damn!
Let's see what happens if I do that.
Got you! Now I'll fix you good and proper. You'll soon learn what justice
I
means.
just wanted to learn to read. What?
Don't play the
Henry,
innocent.
you knew what you were doing.
You crippled someone, you bastard. Not to mention other immoral acts.
Actually, I crippled you.
This definitely won't come cheap. You'll learn. Crime doesn't pay.
What if I...
This is surely no way to treat one of Sir Radzig's men. I dread to think what he'll do when he finds out.
Try your fairy tales or someone else.
He ain't buying it. Oh,
I can't pay that.
Well, it's a jail cell for you then.
Dun dun dun. So I think if you go to prison...
Jail it is then.
I increased my speech,
Just
though.
the accommodation for you.
You actually
Get
lose
moving.
some stats while you...
And since I trust you as much as I trust, well, a thief, I'll just search you to be on the safe side.
Oh no, all the stolen
Better
things I
hand
have
over
in my
the loot
person.
now.
Whoa, 10 days of jail time. It's pretty harsh for trying to steal a guy's hat and then get into a fight and crippling a dude. Shoot an arrow in his face. Can I skip this part? Oops. Da 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 da. Da, 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 da. Okay, I get the point. I'm serving a lot of time. Oh yeah, I knew I was going to get caught. I just wanted to see what happened. So the folks at home can figure out that crime does not pay. It's just a bad idea. But it was in the name of science. Unskippable, unavoidable science. How can you clean blood from items? Asked Archibald. You can either wash your clothes in a trough, go to the bathhouse, and get your stuff pressed. You can go to a weapon, what do you call them? Grindstones. There's a little kind of like a mini game for grinding your sword. You have to actually like move the wheel by pressing spacebar, tilt the sword, get sparks, get the dry blood off. Yeah, this isn't like Skyrim where they just put you in a jail cell and then you just escape because you're a master pickpocketer. You did a crime. What? I've said it before. Henry's a goof. I know he's like a dumb peasant, but he really plays a part, and I kind of like that about him. He's like really doofus sometimes, but other times it's just really, really sad. Like when the guy accused him of the murder of that, he just saw a person doing the body. Like, no, I think you were the murderer. Oh, really? Well, now that you say that, I can't really refute that. So maybe I am the murderer. And no, this is not necessary. I don't know why they had this thing in the game. Probably the most unnecessary. I get it. Crime doesn't pay. I've learned my lesson. You learned jail. Oh man. Oh no. Well, at least I kept all this stuff. Released prisoner. Your stay in jail has left you malnourished and overall weak condition. Your strength, agility, and vitality are lowered. The longer you've been in jail, the worse the penalties. I'm also kind of hungry. Thank you. The hat. I agree. The hat is lit. Damn. Was it really worth it? Where am I? Oh, I'm in Talmberg. I can't learn to read there. Oh, I think I'm almost up for my time. It's been about a wonderful 2 hours. If there's any last things, I can go teach you to read more. I can try and do that. We can finish our reading, I guess. That's our last act. I can't fast travel from here. Why not? I'm a free man. I can do what I want. Let me out. I paid my debts to society. Oh, there you are. After 8 days, we still want that hat. It's the last thing I do. Get that hat. I'll just buy one like it. Too overloaded. Well, my horse. I'm on my horse. I'm just gonna give it to my horse. Somehow I believe that I'll be fine. The time in which you wait in jail is there because it counts the behavior of the world. That does make sense. Attack on the road. Let's try and run away. Yeah, we did it. So there's a chance that I get caught and I'm not able to escape an ambush. There's a chance that I can scout it out and ambush them in return. Bradley asks, better on keyboard or mouse or controller? I prefer keyboard and mouse whenever possible. I prefer PC games. That's just me. I have not played on a controller, sorry. So I couldn't tell you. Yo, Scribe, remember how you were teaching me to read and then I stole from you and we got in a big fight? You're the bailiff.
Could do with a bite to eat.
Wow. What happened to you? I almost feel bad for him. Oh, Central Time Gamers has a really cool thing. If there was a big battle going on and you got caught beforehand, you would have missed that entire battle. Like, the world does move on when you are either screwing around, you caught in jail. If you ignore side quests, they will unfold, whether you want them to or not. Let's see if I can finish my reading lessons. I'd also recommend in the beginning when you first meet, get up. You gotta learn how to read. If you meet a guy,
I don't care much for
takes
your
you in
scent.
retie. Oh wow, you think I stink. It took me 8 days, but I read the book.
I've read the book.
Wonderful. So tell me.
If a guy says you have a debt with him, you better pay it off. Something about a fellow. There we go.
There was something about some fellow and a goose.
Ah, well, the main thing is you've
We did
managed
it.
to
Read
read
it.
the book. The rest is just practice.
It's like Skyrim, but it's
Only
without
through a
dragons
careful
or
reading
fantasy or
will you
magic or all
uncover
that
the
stuff.
real meaning of the text. No book is written on a mere whim and without purpose.
It's only
Like I
traditional,
told you, books are
historical
valuable,
based,
and the
in
words
reality
that
combat.
you place in them ought to be no less so.
But there
Does
is
that
potion
mean
making
that I
because
can
people
read
made,
then?
Yes,
alchemical
you have the
stuff.
foundation.
Which
Remember,
kind of
my
gets
boy,
gamified
the pen
because
is
it's like
mightier than
potion
the
of
sword.
get better
To
strength.
fully learn your
And I
way
have not
around
found that in real
words
world
will
yet, but I
take a
hope to one
lot
day.
more reading yet. Now we'll move on
That's
to the
about as
second
fantasy
lesson,
as it gets, though.
which will be much harder.
Oh, I gotta
Many
read
books
Latin?
are written in Latin, the language
That's
of
gonna be
erudite
hard.
and religious men.
Alright.
If you really want to be
Oh,
able
if it's
to
the last
read,
thing I
there's
do,
no
I'll read
getting
some
away
Latin.
from Latin. There's a book on the table with some text. Read it and then come back. You need not understand it, but you should master the letters.
I only just managed the fable about the goose, and now you're asking me to tackle Latin.
You're a
bit
clever
much.
lad. You'll manage.
If you like everything else but the combat in this game, you can avoid a lot of combat by talking, by sneaking, by intimidation. Where's that? The old Latin. Oh, there it is. Read it. Read it. I believe when you finish the story, you get to keep playing. Ooh, man. Nuzu es libre tam masu ut non equileva pros libri something potimus orator qui passi. I don't know any of that, man. It is a beautiful game. Yes, it is.
I read the page.
So tell me, Distrupule, what's written there?
Nutus et libertame ut part drop it. Liquor party profit.
Dullest liver tam malus at non liquor party profit.
Not bad, my boy.
Dang, so close. Sure talked about liquor party profit. Read again. Oh, read again. Let's end this high note where I finally get my hat. Whoa. Did you see that? Some kind of wizard. How did he do that? I think this guy is a wizard. I want my hat though. Oh, I can't fight him. Because I'm in a quest with him. I cannot kill.
Here! Don't let him get away!
No, come back! I need your hat!
There, over there! Help! Over there!
Give me that hat, you.
Help! Somebody help!
So what about Labosh? Oh, that's right. I was chasing you. So this is one of the cases of essential NPCs.
For God's sake!
rather than
There,
quests.
over there!
But I think it's only
Do
because
something,
I'm
my God, over there!
in a quest with him right now.
Here! Don't let him get
Get
away!
back here!
My God, over there!
Oh, it's you again.
Hey, you! Halt!
Not this time.
Surrender! You'll
Not
have to
this
answer for
time.
your law breaking.
Time to get revenge. Nobody puts me in jail.
Over there!
Ah, that hurt.
Ow!
I guess we'll end on a high note.
You're dead.
A low note. Whatever note you want to call this. Pretty good for no armor. People we're fighting over here. Do you mind?
Oh, God!
Go curva!
Oh, help! Here!
What was that?
Oh, in the face.
Hello!
How do you deal with that?
Here! Don't let him get away!
Over here!
Somebody! Help!
Yeah, he's got masters.
Damn it!
blocking. Look at that. They keep taking the same angle. He's able to block me really easily.
Guard!
You're the guard.
You know how this one ends.
Don't let him get away!
Finally, we did it. Well, I think that ends our Kingdom Come Deliverance stream. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I hope we had fun. If you would like to get additional help, I'm working on the wiki guide at IGN. I hope to have more of it done tonight and over the weekend. We have good tips on things to do first, things you shouldn't do, like what I just did, general tips and tricks. And we have more streams happen all the time. Twitch, YouTube, IGN.
Put the weapon away.
IGN Plays Live. What? No problem. So thanks guys, and we'll see you later.
What are you playing at with that weapon?